So I'm going to share with you 4 of the most powerful questions that you could ask yourself to achieve anything. Now, I know that is a big statement, and yet I know it to be true. I want to give credit to these 4 questions where I got them from. So I got certified as a John Maxwell speaker, trainer, and coach over a decade ago. And these are 4 questions that John asked me that not only has helped me in multiple areas of my life over the past 10, 12 years, yet I have shared this with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of coaching clients all across the country, and they have gotten a great impact from it and have gained a lot of clarity and focus from it as well. So I live in abundance. I just want to share these things with you. So get ready to write. Get ready to write these things down. So number 1, we got to identify, okay, we said we can have 4 questions for any goal. So first, we got to determine what that goal is. Now, a lot of people watching this, you're in sales, you are a small business owner, you're an entrepreneur. So it may be, okay, I want to increase revenue. That's what a lot of people say. I want to increase revenue this year. Yet, what does that mean? So let's say your job is you sell 1,000 widgets a month. You say, I want to sell more widgets. Okay, next month, you sell 1,001 widgets. Did you increase the number of widgets? Yeah. Was that your goal? Probably not. So you got to be specific and measurable. Be careful what you wish for, because you might just get it. Now, if you said, I want to increase revenue by 50%, okay, that's closer, that's better, and yet you want to increase by 50% when? In the next 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years? So remember, you got to be specific and measurable. Please write that down. You got to be specific and measurable. I want to increase my revenue by 60%, or I want to increase my revenue by 50% in the next 6 months. Is that specific and measurable? Yes. That way you can track it. You can track it, know if you're on track, if you achieve it, if you have someone you're coaching with, you have a team. That way you're tracking and knowing if you're getting there. Okay, number 1, you can be specific and measurable what that goal is. Now, let's get to the questions. The first one is you determine what your goal is. And the first question is, what do I need to do more of in order to achieve that goal? Okay, what do I need to do more of in order to achieve that goal? So what do I need to do more of to increase revenue by 50% in the next 6 months? Now, if you are in sales, business owner, more than likely you got to do what? Lead generation. Yes, lead generation. You know you got to do more lead generation. Like it or not, you probably know that you got to do more of it. Once again, be specific and measurable. If you say, I need to do more lead generation, that's pretty vague. Say, for an example, your goal is to make 10 calls by 10 o'clock, right? 10 by 10. Okay, and you want to do more. Okay, if you make it 11, is that more? Yes. Is that going to increase your revenue by 50% in the next 6 months? Maybe, maybe not. It might, depending on you and your industry. So you got to be specific and measurable. You say, okay, I'm going to do 40 calls a day, 5 times a week. That's more specific and measurable. Would you agree? Yes. So what do we got to do more of? More likely, you already know what it is. Okay, let's go with the next question. What do we need to do less of? Right? What do we need to do less of in order to achieve our goal? Right? So we're not going to stop it. We just know we need to do less of it. Now, a lot of people, I coach people from 20 into their 60s, and a lot of times what they do less of is usually social media, right? I'm not saying it's totally bad, because a lot of times we use social media for lead generating activities. Now, if you say, I need to get more leads off of social media, great. I need to do more lead generating lead capturing activities on social media. What I gotta do less of? Less personal scrolling through social media. It might be, I have one client who is getting pretty down, doing a lot of doom scrolling, getting a little depressed, getting in their head. They need less media, less news, right? Because that was affecting their mindset. Is it less distractions? Let's identify the distraction. How do we get rid of it? There's just a lot of number of things that you could be doing less of. Once again, we want to be very specific and measurable. It may be travel. Maybe you lose a lot of time when you're driving from here to the client. Okay, is there a way that you could connect with the client without losing all that travel time? Okay, so more, less. Now let's go to the next question. What do I need to start doing? Okay, what do I need to start doing in order to achieve X? So maybe it was a great idea. You had a business retreat, you had this great idea, you wrote it down, and then you put it into a drawer. You put it in a drawer up on a shelf, and you never went back to it. So it was a great idea. You know, you just got to start it. Now, it might not be perfect when you first start, right? It's about progress, not perfection. Please write that down. It's about progress, not perfection. It's not what am I going to be perfect on day one. It's what do I got to start doing? What else? Other kind of brainstorm ideas. What we start doing. And these questions, what I love about these, you don't just have to ask yourself at the end of the year during a business planning clinic. You can ask yourself anytime. You just started a career, you started a new job, a new side hustle. You're off track. You can ask these of yourself anytime. It's like, okay, as of right now, what do I need to start? Now, if you are an entrepreneur, you're in sales, one great question is, what do I need to start doing to improve my customer service? You improve your customer service and the customer experience, you will improve your business. So what do I got to start doing to improve my customer service? Now, we also got to look at trends, okay? What do I got to start doing because things are different? The trends may be trends. What kind of trends are happening in the next 3 months or in the next 3 years? Now, I really like threes. I always like breaking things down that way. So in the next quarter, in the next 3 months, what are some trends that are developing that we're going to have to start doing different things? What could be happening in the next 2 to 3 years of trends that are happening that we might have to start doing different things? Now, right now, there's the economy is there's some shifts. There's some shifts and things going on. We got to look at what's going on in the next 3 months. What could possibly be lining up over the next couple of years that we got to start doing some things differently. All right. So, and the next thing, which I personally think is the most powerful at all, most powerful of all, is okay. What are we gonna do more of? What are we gonna do less of? We gotta start doing. What do you think the next one is? I already have my red pen. What do you think it is? Yes. Stop. What do we need to stop doing in order to achieve the goal? What do we got to stop? And this is not do less of. We already identified what to do less of. This is stop. We got to stop it, delete it, get rid of it, and never do it again. This is going to be the most powerful one that's going to help you. Now, Warren Buffett said, I'm not successful just because of the things I've said yes to. I'm successful because of all the things I've said no to, right? So what are you saying no to? What do you got to stop doing? And we tend to say yes to everything. Hey, will you join this club? Yeah. Will you be part of the PTA? Yeah. Will you teach the softball team? Yeah, I will. Will you help out with this? Yes. Will you donate to this? Yes. Will you volunteer this? And we get totally strung out. Would you agree? Yes. And then we don't have enough bandwidth. We don't have enough bandwidth. And not only do we not have enough bandwidth to handle everything, we don't have enough bandwidth for the most important things. This is the most powerful thing, right? You need to get out your calendar, your schedule right now. Look at last week and said, what should I have said no to? And you got to look for trends. Is it a common theme, a common thing? Is it a person? Is it an organization? Is it a habit? More than likely, I guarantee there's all a habit that we need to stop that's going to help us become more effective and efficient in our lives, personally and professionally. So this is most powerful. So I shared with a client one time about, when you're asked to do something, someone's going to interrupt you, you're asked to do something or add something to your plate, it has to be a hell yes or it's no. It has to be, I cannot think about living and breathing another day without doing that. That's a hell yes. If not, it needs to be a no, or at least a no for right now, right? And the guy, he's a woodworker. I don't know if you can read that. Yeah, you can read it over there. He's a woodworker. He carved this out with some laser thingy, and hell yes or it's no. And he said this was one of the most powerful things someone told him. He made this for me, and it always sits on my shelf back there all the time. So that's really cool. So what I love about it is you can use this any time of the year. It's not just the beginning. What I also love, now let's keep with the business theme, small business entrepreneur. Let's say you have a small team. Can you ask this of yourself? Yes, you can do this for yourself at any time. What I encourage you, if you have a team, let's say you're a team or you have a small number of people on your leadership team, on your staff, you should ask everybody all these questions. If you have a meeting, a little team meeting, have everybody has a separate piece of paper. Everybody has a separate piece of paper, and you ask these questions. Let's say your team has a goal that we're going to sell $100 million in volume of X product this year. And you have everybody on the team, no matter what their business card title is, no matter what their title or status is in the group, have everybody answer this. And it's not you get a pair on the whiteboard and everybody shares, because some people are going to be a little more quiet. Some people are going to be a little biased based on maybe what you say or what somebody else says. You have everybody do it on a separate piece of paper. Tell them, hey, everybody's going to do this on a separate piece of paper, and we're going to turn them in, anonymously and everything else. And number one, you're going to get a lot more feedback that when everybody's required to fill it out and give it to us. And you're going to get more ideas. You're going to get more ideas, and you're going to see what your team and your staff or leadership team, what they're thinking. And I guarantee things are going to come up you never even thought of. And sometimes it's that new person, either that new person. Okay, maybe this leadership team's been together for 5 years, and here's a new person that has a new thoughts, new ideas, new perspective. It's going to see a new, different way. And a lot of times, some of the best and greatest ideas come from maybe that new person that maybe be a little more quiet because they haven't been asked. But when you do this, I guarantee you're going to come up with new thoughts, new ideas of making those changes in your business. Now, once again, whatever that goal is, what do I need to do more of in order to achieve X? And maybe you say, okay, I need to get more leads off my social media platform of choice. And maybe that's not my thing. That's not my thing. But we got to increase the social media impact by X, and it's going to be Susie, right? Maybe more if you, maybe in your industry, maybe you're not very good on the phone, but you crush trade shows. You crush the trade shows. Okay, then I'm going to do X number of trade shows every month, and that's going to be me. Now, maybe I'm not the trade show person. Maybe you're running the business, or you're in another division of the business. And if John's great at the trade shows, great. We need to do X number of trade shows every month for the next 6 months, and John's going to do it. Specific and measurable, and then who's going to do it? Now, as a new entrepreneur, all of these may have your name beside it. And yet, as we grow, you're going to get more effective and efficient, and then it's about leverage. Okay, and we're going to continue to do this. And once again, I encourage you not to do this just once a year and you put it in a drawer. You can ask this at the beginning of your career, when you get a little stuck, when you lose focus, when you start, you get a bunch of new team members. And what I also love, I love simplicity. When you make something complicated, people don't do it. I love 4 questions. This is so impactful because it's so easy. And the other thing I love about it is that you can use it for almost anything in your life. It's like, let's say, for example, when it comes to health, maybe I want to lose 20 pounds in 6 months. What do I do more of, less of, start doing, and stop doing? Maybe when it comes to health, maybe it has more to do with I want to reduce my blood pressure or cholesterol. I want to get off of blood pressure medication, whatever it may do. What do I do more of, less of, start doing, and stop doing? And a lot of times these are not just tactics. A lot of times these are habits, right? These are habits that we're going to have to change again there as well. So it could be health. It might be relationships. I want to improve the relationship with my spouse or partner. What do I do more of, less of, start doing, and stop doing? I want to increase my net worth through investments. Okay, what do I need to do more of, less of, start doing, and stop doing? So I know I'm throwing a lot at you because I talk fast because I get excited, and I just love teaching these simple models. So it's a very simple model. You can use it in almost any different area of your life. I encourage you to get other people in your industry or your team involved. You're going to get a wider range of thoughts and ideas. And the biggest thing that separates the good from the great are those who take action. You can create this with the best plan in the world. You put it in a bind, some big operations manual, you put it on a shelf, nothing's going to happen. It's the people who not only create the plans, but they put the action steps to it, and they do it. They're disciplined to do it. They're motivated to do it. They have accountability to do it. So those who not only do this, but they put the action steps to it are the ones who are going to get closer to reaching their full potential, both personally and professionally. And you can do that through this very simple exercise. So as you get closer to reaching a full potential, that's living a life of arete. Arete means excellence. It's an ancient Greek word. It means excellence in all things, or the pursuit of excellence in all things. So are you pursuing to be all that you can be in business and in health and in life? It's all about that pursuit, getting better every day. So it's about progress, not perfection. Applying the simple processes day by day by day, and that's when it becomes an arete life. So I trust you got value out of this. Please incorporate this in your own life, incorporate it with your team, and then put the action steps to it. Until we see you again, take care. Bye-bye.